Hey, warriors. So let's talk about mirror fields because this is something that most people aren't ready to hear. But it will change your entire life when you understand it. Okay, so every relationship that you have, every friendship, every conflict, every attraction, okay, is reflecting your current frequency back to you. Not who you are, you know what I mean? Not who you pretend to be, but who you are vibrating as right now. And yeah, I know a lot of you aren't going to agree with me. That's okay. I'm not here to be agreed with. I'm here to speak truth as I see it. Okay, so a mirror field is the energetic feedback system created between you and another being. And it's not just psychological, it's vibrational. Okay, when you interact with someone, your fields overlap. Okay, information starts exchanging, beliefs, wounds, uh power dynamics, authenticity levels, shadow aspects, soul resonance, that kind of thing. So when you're experiencing them, it's often something active within you. That doesn't mean that they're identical to you. That's not what I'm saying. It means they're reflecting something in your field that's ready to be seen. Okay? Um Now, not all mirrors are the same. Okay? This is where I think people are going to that they don't realize, so this is where I think they get fucked up. Okay. Distortion mirrors. These reflect your unhealed wounds, okay? Let me give you an example. Okay, so someone lies to you, okay? You may have self-betrayal patterns. Someone disrespects you, you may be holding boundaries internally. That kind of thing. Someone drains you. You might be overgiving or seeking validation. Okay? They're not they're not teaching you politely. Okay? They're showing you what distortion still exists in your field. Hope I'm being, I don't know. Anyways, if it triggers you intensely, okay, there's usually resonance there. If I'm making sense. Okay, now shadow mirrors, okay? These reflect parts of yourself you've rejected, okay? Sometimes what annoys you most in others, we'll say, is something you suppress in yourself, okay? So you judge someone for being arrogant, okay? You suppress your own confidence. You know what I'm saying? Or you judge someone for, I don't know, being emotional. So you suppress your own feelings. This is what shadow mirrors do. Or you okay, let me give you another example. You judge someone for being selfish. Okay? You don't allow you don't allow your self needs, okay? The shadow doesn't disappear. It projects, okay? Um yeah. Okay. So anyways, okay, so let me rephrase that. No, I'm not going to rephrase that. The shadow doesn't disappear. It projects outward so you can see it. Okay. True reflection mirrors, okay? These are different. These people reflect your authentic frequency, okay? Not your wounds, you'll notice you feel calm around them. You feel, seen without that, without performing, okay? Um Communication between you and this person is natural. Do you know what I mean? There's mutual respect. Um what else? There's no energetic like grasping, okay? There's resonance without chaos. These mirrors confirm your alignment, not distortion. Okay, I think I said that right. Okay, now I want to talk about how to discern distortion versus a true reflection mirror. Okay, and because not every difficult relationship is meant to stay. Okay, and not every peaceful one is safe either. Okay, here's how you'll be able to tell the difference. Okay, distortion feels like emotional vitality. Vitality, how do you say that word? Anyway, you know what I mean. Like you're walking on eggshells. um Trauma bonding, addiction, like attachment, I guess. You're constantly proving or performing, and you're always in nervous system dysregulation. Okay, yeah, and yes, it can feel intense, but intensity, that's not alignment. So let's be clear there. Intensity often signals unresolved wounds interacting. Okay, so true reflection feels like there's clarity in communication with them, mutual growth without having to force it, freedom to be yourself. Do you know what I mean? Let's think. It feels like an expansion instead of contraction. You know what I mean? Let's see here. And I'm not saying that it doesn't mean zero conflict, okay? But conflict resolves. It doesn't erode. I'm not saying you might have conflict, but you guys are going to get over it real fucking quickly. Okay, so here's a question you could ask yourself. Am I expanding in this connection, or am I fucking shrinking? Do you know what I mean? Your body knows before your mind does. You understand? Yeah. So I think, okay, so let me tell you this too. If every relationship, I think this is where people are going. Okay, so if every relationship is a mirror, this is the problem I think people have. You have to take radical accountability for what you're experiencing. I'm sorry, but that's, that doesn't mean that you blame yourself, or, for abuse, or, I don't know, any type of mistreatment. Let me be clear on that. It means you ask, why did my field allow this? Okay? What belief made this familiar? Okay, so like, let me put it this way. Where did I abandon myself first? Do you know what I mean? Because external mirrors activate internal patterns, okay? When you shift the internal pattern, the mirror changes or it fucking simply leaves. Okay? You don't have to force endings because frequency is going to do it naturally. All right? I'm trying to think what else I wanted to talk about. Okay, so if you want different reflections, okay, you become a different frequency. You stabilize. Boundaries, self-respect, emotional regulation, self-trust. You are authentic with your expression. Okay? And suddenly when you do these things, draining people start to fall out of your life. Those conflict dynamics, they go bye-bye. Do you know what I mean? Aligned people start showing up out of nowhere. Okay? What else? I don't know. Anyways, like I said, aligned people show up out of nowhere, and it's not because you had to go searching for them, but because the resonance recalibrated. Okay? So your outer, let me put it to you this way. Your outer circle reorganized around your inner coherence. Okay? That's why that happens. So yeah. Every friendship is a mirror. Some show distortion, some show shadow, some show us truth. Okay? But all of them show you something about your current field. Okay? Don't give a fuck what anybody says. That's what it does. Okay. The goal isn't to blame yourself for everything. Okay? The goal is awareness. Period. Because when you can see something clearly, you can choose differently. And when you choose differently, your whole relational reality shifts. Okay? So ask yourself, what are my mirrors showing me right now? And am I ready to fucking see it? I think I'm done. Love you.